Hello and welcome to the StoreMagic how-to video series. Here at StoreMagic, we're producing some training videos for our customers and partners to show how to do certain things in the setup and configuration and general operations of our software products. Those software products being SvSAN, our virtual SAN solution, SvKMS, our key management server for encryption workflows, and ArcVault, our video management surveillance solution. My name is Steve Bettison. I'm a technical pre-sales engineer at StoreMagic, and I'm going to be doing a video today on how to get alerts out of our virtual storage appliance to VMware's vCenter. We'll be looking at SvSAN on VMware, and we're going to be looking at a demo lab that I have set up. So 2-node architecture, both VSAs deployed. We have a virtual machine, a Windows 2019 server, running on some storage that's being managed by our VSAs. So the VMFS data store 1 is managed by the VSAs. And then we're going to go to those VSAs and we're going to set up some alerts where we're going to set up how to forward those alerts. So there are different ways to do it. We can do SNMP, we can do email notifications, we can send these alerts out to remote syslog servers, but today we're concentrating on how you set up the forwarding of alerts to vCenter. And then we're going to, once we've done that, we're going to test it and just show you what it looks like in vCenter. So we'll remove the slides. We now have the demo lab in front of us here. So we're looking at vCenter here. We have a cluster. We have 2 nodes in that cluster, 2 ESXi hosts, as you can see there. We've already got the StoreMagic plugin deployed, and through here we deployed out our VSAs. We can get to those VSAs via the plugin, manage VSAs. We can drop down and select either one of those VSAs and click the management URL here. We've already got these VSAs up here. There's VSA1, there's VSA2. And this is this Windows 2019 server that is sat on storage called data 1. It's on host 2. If we go into VSA 1 here, you can see if I go to the targets page, there's that target there, data 1. It's 100 gig in size, fully synchronized on both sides. So it's all looking healthy. So how do we get the alerts, and why do we want to get the alerts from our VSAs? Well, imagine we had hundreds and hundreds of locations with lots, with 2-node or 3-node architecture. It would be very difficult to manage all of those systems. So you want to do it from that single pane of glass. The plugin allows IT staff to manage all of those clusters, and also we want to get the alerts from the VSAs, so we don't have to log in to the VSAs direct to get those alerts to come in, whether those are informational warnings or errors. So what we can do is go to each of the VSAs, and this on the tab on the top, click to events, and these are the type of events that are produced, informational warnings and hopefully not too many errors. And you can see down on the left-hand side, we have the option to do vCenter forwarding. These other ones will be covered off in separate how-to videos. So the setting up notification emails, SNMP, and remote syslog servers. So we're going to concentrate on vCenter forwarding. If I click on here and click configure, I'm going to put the host name of my vCenter. Now this can be the host name or the IP address. I'm going to use the host name here because I've set this up before, and that's sb-vsa.ts.storemagic.com. And just to show you, there's my vCenter there. I'm going to give it pass the username, which is, I've got this administrator sbnest.local, and I'm going to put the password in here like so. And then you get the option to the track level, if you like, might just be interested in seeing just the errors or the warnings and errors. That tends to be a popular one. Informational, you can get bombarded with too many informational alerts. So thinking in production environment, you'd probably be selecting warning and error, but we're going to, for this purposes, select informational, warning and error. Now we have two optional things down here. So send using vCenter integration services. So this box allows the SvSAN management service to process the events instead of the VSA. And this is typically recommended in large sort of enterprise deployments where the maximum number of sessions could be exceeded if the VSA performs the forwarding. So we're not going to tick that box here. We would normally tick this box here, install VSA alarm. Again, this is optionally checked, but this installs the basic alarm on vCenter server to assign the VSA status to the virtual machine. Now, I've already done this before, run through this. If I tick this and click apply, it will come up with a warning, a message here, StoreMagic VSA alarm already installed. But we'll just click apply, and that's done. And you can see here now that I've got it configured, hostname, username, password, and the event levels that we're doing. And I can send a test event. So let's just do that. An informational test event has been sent to the VSA, to vCenter, sorry. So let's go ahead and we'll go and check that in a minute, but we'll go ahead and do the second VSA, prepare. So we'll come down here, go into vCenter forwarding, configure, and we'll click on vCenter there, username, and password in. And we're going to use an informational warning and error. I'm not going to tick this because I've already done this before, so we'll leave the install VSA alarm, click apply, worked. We'll send a test event, and you can see that an informational test event has been sent to vCenter. So let's drop back to our vCenter and see what that's actually done. So if we go to VSA 1, monitor, and if we go into events, we should see on both of those, there we are, we have that message from SB, event forwarding test event. You can see here there's a description at the bottom, and it's just saying it's a vCenter event forwarding test event, which is what we're expecting. If we go on to the second VSA and just make sure that that's appeared, same message, and there we go. Okay, so what we're going to do, make this a little bit more interesting. I'm going to restart one of the VSAs, so we should see some warning messages appear that targets are not synchronized and that connections between the two have been lost. So we're going to restart this VSA. So, and we'll wait a few seconds, and hopefully we should see some activity appearing. Right, you can see now on VSA 1 we have a warning event, which is what we're expecting. If we go up to the issues here, it says StoreMagic VSA alarm, triggered alarm. We triggered it. And if we drop down here, we can see this was a triggered alarm here. If I select it, sorry, if I come down to the event, we've got a warning there. And if I click on that, we get a description here, and it's saying connection lost to VSA, connection to the VSA2 was lost. We know that because we've actually shut it down or restarted it temporarily, and it appears to have come back up. Let's have a look. It's on its way back up. So I've got a choice here. I know this is coming back up. It's going to resynchronize. It's going to resynchronize any changes that have been written down to the storage, and we should have a healthy system back in a minute. So because I know this, I'm going to reset this alarm on VSA1. I'm going to reset it to green. Now you can see VSA2 has come back up and it's got warnings as well. So if we go into the monitoring, we can have a look at some of the events that have happened here. If we come down to the events here, there'll be a whole series of events that started today. So the first one being the guest OS reboot, which is what we did. We did a restart. It wasn't a hard shutdown. We move further up. The appliances, rebooted. So I know that that's something that we did. I can actually come up here and reset that, because if I go back to my VSAs, look at my targets, we're in a synchronized state. So both my VSAs are up and running, we're healthy. So I can actually come back in here and acknowledge or reset this to green. I'm going to reset this to green. And that's it. That is very simply how you set up alerting from the StoreMagic VSAs to vCenter. I hope that's been useful. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.